Here we are. It's I think it's 9th of June anyway. Losing track of the days. Literally 3 weeks to the day I will be busy packing up some Cosmos and putting it in a Luton van with a tail lift. Something else I've never done or driven or envisaged doing. This is kind of what the polytunnel is looking like now. Let's have a quick walk through. I absolutely need to do a lot of deadheading of the flowers that are in flower. I mean, look at the state of that. That's gone all higgledy-piggledy. Anyway, let's have a quick walk through. Here's the Exenia, one of my favourites. Absolute beaut. Cosmos galore wherever we turn. Some monsters. Really do take some watering, which is what I'm up to at the moment in the middle of the day. Not necessarily because it's the best time to do it, just because the amount of time it takes to do it with the old watering can, giving them a bit of feed. Here we are. Here's some of the terracotta pots that I hope will be for Hampton Court. As I say, no flowers on, which is absolutely perfect because, as I say, I'm packing a van in 21 days. We get the van on the Thursday, drive down on the Friday, doesn't get judged until the lunchtime on the Sunday. So that's really when you want most of the flowers out, which seems a bit mean for everybody then that comes and pays to visit a flower show, because actually if you're only bothered about medals, by the way, I'm not, don't tell the RHS, that's what you'd be aiming for. So still taking a few flower buds off, but not really sure whether I should keep doing that. But let's carry on. As you can see, tons of hollyhocks in my way. Keep walking. We'll go around the other side in a minute. So that's a Cupcakes white. They don't all form perfect cupcakes. I accidentally took the chunk out of that. That's my fault. That did form the cupcake. Some more terracotta pots, as you can see on the floor here. So I'm hoping they're going to make it. And then again, more here, each one a different type of Cosmos. Let's go over here. This is pink pop socks. White pop socks is never as good. I mean, that almost looks very similar, bordering on a Cupcakes white, but it's not. They don't seem to come as anemone-like as the pink ones. That's just a personal preference. And you know what? Some of these might actually make it and may end up getting potted on into terracotta pots. Just don't know. Looking really good plants. Apricotta, new variety. How can you not like that? That, as me Nana would say, is a bit of a Bobby Dazzler. Rubenza comes out quite dark. And then, as you can see, fades and gets lighter, which is, again, need to deadhead some of these. Let's carry on. Some of the more dwarf varieties. This is Casanova Red, which is actually red. As you know, there's not many Cosmos that are specifically very red. Casanova Violet, Casanova White. So I'm hoping some of those will come. Capriola, I like that. Hoping some of the smaller ones will come, because I often used to get asked, my Cosmos have grown to about 7 foot tall. Well, Dazzler does and Gloria does. Gloria, once it's in the ground, which is that one there, can become a bit of an old monster. But some of these dwarf varieties are amazing. I mean, what's not to like about that? Again, another Casanova White. Think it might be past its best in 3 and a bit weeks' time. And again, these were the ones that were sowed in the last week of February, still flowering. This is another Apricotta. Again, don't really know what show standard is. I suspect none of mine are what you would call show standard. And then we're back to the hummingbird lilac and hummingbird white, which is often called seashells as well. Anyway, that's where we are in the polytunnel. It's just had another full water all by watering cans, so I'm going to go and turn the pump off, which is pumping all the rainwater to a little trough that I use the watering cans in. Next job will be clipping off some of these dead heads, sorting out perhaps some of these ridiculous things that won't go, just because look at that. Although again, Psych White, what a beauty, little bee in there. What's not to like? Anyway, I hope this gives you a little flavour of where we are 3 weeks to go.